How your lifestyle rewrites your genes in 2025. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most revolutionary discoveries in modern biology, epigenetics. And here's the mind-blowing part. Your daily choices, what you eat, how you exercise, even how you manage stress, are literally rewriting your genetic destiny. For decades, we believed our genes were our fate, but in 2025, we know better. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how your lifestyle acts like a master editor, turning genes on and off, and why this knowledge could transform your health. If you're ready to understand how you have more control over your genetic expression than you ever imagined, hit that subscribe button and let's unlock the secrets of your DNA together. Scientific disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. The scientific information presented is based on current research. As of 2025, always consult with qualified healthcare professionals before making significant lifestyle changes. Individual responses to lifestyle interventions may vary. Let's start with the basics. Epigenetics literally means above genetics. It's the study of changes in gene expression that don't alter the underlying DNA sequence itself. Think of your DNA as a massive library containing 20,000 to 25,000 books. These are your genes. Epigenetic changes affect gene expression to turn genes on and off. It's like having librarians who decide which books get read, when they get read, and how often. There are several key epigenetic mechanisms, but let's focus on the three most important ones. First, DNA methylation. This is like putting a do not read sticker on certain genes. When methyl groups attach to specific DNA sequences, they typically silence gene expression. Second, histone modification. Your DNA wraps around proteins called histones, like thread around a spool. Chemical modifications to these histones can make genes more or less accessible. Imagine making the thread tighter or looser. Third, non-coding RNA regulation. These are RNA, molecules that don't make proteins but can regulate gene expression. They're like molecular switches that can turn genes up or down. Here's what's revolutionary. These mechanisms convey genetic information independently of DNA-based sequences, playing essential roles in organismal development and homeostasis. And the most exciting part, they respond to your environment and lifestyle choices. It's the lifestyle-hopegenetics connection. Now, let's get to the game-changing science. Several lifestyle factors have been identified that might modify epigenetic patterns, such as diet, obesity, physical activity, tobacco, smoking, alcohol consumption, environmental pollutants, psychological stress, and working on night shifts. In 2021, researchers conducted a groundbreaking study that proved lifestyle interventions could actually reverse biological aging. The diet and lifestyle treatment was associated with a 3.23 years decrease in DNA age compared with controls, with those in the treatment group decreasing by an average 1.96 years by the end of the program. Let me put this in perspective. Participants literally became younger at the cellular level through lifestyle changes alone. The implications go even further. A pregnant woman's environment and behavior during pregnancy, such as whether they eat healthy food, can change the baby's epigenetics. Some of these changes can remain for decades. This means the choices you make today don't just affect you. They could influence your children and potentially their children too. But it's not just about what you eat. Chronic stress, sleep deprivation, environmental toxins. All of these create epigenetic changes that can increase disease risk or, conversely, promote health when managed properly. Diet and epigenetics. Let's dive into the most actionable area: nutrition. One of the mechanisms by which nutrition might influence our health is by inducing epigenetic modifications, modulating the molecular mechanisms that regulate aging. Certain nutrients act as methyl donors. They provide the chemical building blocks for DNA methylation. These include folate, found in leafy greens and legumes, choline, found in eggs and fish, betaine, found in beets and spinach, vitamin B12, found in animal products. Studies have shown that adherence to a low glycemic index, Mediterranean diet, and engaging in regular exercise indicated positive differences in DNA methylation. The Mediterranean diet is particularly powerful because it's rich in polyphenols from olive oil and red wine, omega-3 fatty acids from fish, antioxidants from colorful vegetables, fiber from whole grains and legumes. These compounds don't just provide calories, they actively communicate with your genes, turning on protective pathways and turning off inflammatory responses. Conversely, ultra-processed foods, excess sugar, and trans fats can trigger harmful epigenetic changes, promoting inflammation and accelerating aging. The takeaway: every meal is an opportunity to send positive signals to your genes. Exercise and movement. Exercise might be the most powerful epigenetic modifier we have. Within minutes of starting exercise, your muscles begin producing proteins that affect gene expression throughout your body. Here's what happens at the molecular level. Increased production of PGC1 alpha, the master regulator of mitochondrial biogenesis. Enhanced expression of antioxidant genes. Activation of brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF genes. Improved insulin sensitivity through epigenetic changes in muscle tissue. Different types of exercise create different epigenetic signatures. Aerobic exercise enhances cardiovascular gene expression, improves mitochondrial function, reduces inflammatory markers. Resistance training activates muscle growth pathways, enhances bone density genes, improves metabolic flexibility. High-intensity interval training HIIT maximizes mitochondrial adaptation, enhances fat oxidation genes, improves stress resistance. The flip side is equally important. Sedentary behavior creates harmful epigenetic changes that increase disease risk and accelerate aging. The good news: these changes are largely reversible with consistent physical activity, stress, and sleep. Chronic stress might be one of the most damaging epigenetic modifiers. When you're constantly stressed, your body produces high levels of cortisol, which creates widespread changes in gene expression. Chronic stress accelerates telomere shortening, increases inflammation gene expression, suppresses immune function genes. But here's the hopeful part. Stress management techniques create positive epigenetic changes. Studies show that meditation, yoga, and mindfulness practices can reduce inflammatory gene expression, enhance stress resilience genes, improve immune function, support neuroplasticity. Sleep is equally crucial. During deep sleep, your brain undergoes massive gene expression changes that clear toxic proteins, consolidate memories, repair cellular damage, regulate metabolic genes. Sleep deprivation affects the expression of over 700 genes, disrupting everything from immune function to metabolism. The recommendation for 7 to 9 hours isn't arbitrary. It's based on the time your genes need to complete their essential maintenance work. Environmental factors. Your environment is constantly communicating with your genes. Air pollution, chemicals in household products, pesticides on food. These all create epigenetic changes. Recent research shows that air pollution can alter DNA methylation patterns within hours of exposure, affecting genes involved in inflammation and cardiovascular health. But you can take control. Use air purifiers in your home. Choose organic produce when possible. Filter your drinking water. Use natural cleaning products. Maximize exposure to natural light. Spend time in nature regularly. Even social factors matter. Strong social connections activate genes that support immune function and longevity, while loneliness triggers inflammatory pathways similar to chronic stress. Practical applications and future. So how can you apply this knowledge today? Scientists can now explore gene expression, regulation, development, and disease with greater depth. This breakthrough opens up possibilities for targeted therapeutic interventions and innovative strategies to modulate epigenetic modifications. Here's your epigenetic optimization checklist. Morning, get sunlight exposure within 30 minutes of waking. Include methyl donors in your breakfast. Practice brief meditation or breathing exercises. Throughout the day, eat colorful, minimally processed foods. Take movement breaks every hour. Manage stress with proven techniques. Evening. Avoid screens 1 to 2 hours before bed. Create a consistent sleep routine. Practice gratitude or journaling. The future is even more exciting. We're moving toward personalized epigenetic medicine where your unique methylation patterns could guide customized interventions. Companies are already offering epigenetic age testing, and researchers are developing targeted therapies that could reverse aging at the cellular level. Remember, epigenetic changes happen relatively quickly. You could see measurable improvements in as little as 8 weeks of consistent lifestyle changes. Here's the bottom line. You're not a victim of your genes. Every day, through your choices, you're actively rewriting your genetic story. Your behaviors and environment can change your epigenetics, and some of these changes can remain for decades. The power is literally in your hands, or should I say, in your lifestyle. Start small, be consistent, and trust the science. Your genes are listening to every choice you make. What's one epigenetic supporting change you'll make this week? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video opened your eyes to the power of epigenetics, smash that like button and subscribe for more cutting-edge health science. Next week, we're diving into the fascinating world of circadian rhythms and how light exposure affects your genetic expression. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. And remember, your lifestyle is your genetic destiny. Make it count.